I want to share with you some signs that you are healing, that you're moving from anxious and or avoidant to secure attachment. Because I know for me, there was definitely a point where I thought, maybe this doesn't work for me. Maybe I'm different. And it can feel so challenging. You wonder if all of the work that you're putting in is actually making a difference, because it's not always obvious, but it's especially not obvious if you're trained through the powers that be and conditioning and your habits to notice what you don't do well and what you're not doing good enough and where you're not healing quick enough. That's a pattern I see a lot. And actually, look, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Carly Ann. I'm a holistic attachment coach. I also am the founder of Follow Your Fire, which is an online membership for all things attachment styles and rediscovering yourself. Over there, we share our weekly wins. I actually share a weekly win and struggle that I've been through that week. It's so supportive. It's so helpful to hear what other people are experiencing, especially your coach, right? So here, oh, and those of you that have been here before, hello and welcome back. I just love it. I love it that people are returning. So let me share. I'm going to share 3 signs that your anxious attachment is healing, and I'm going to share 3 signs that your avoidant attachment is healing. Just listening to them, you might be surprised to hear that actually you are noticing these, even if you thought you were more anxious or you thought you were more avoidant. The first sign your anxious attachment style is healing is you are able to say what needs to be said without sulking, withdrawing, or pretending everything is okay. You're actually starting to say things out loud. You're putting yourself in that risky situation where you don't know what the outcome's going to be. You could feel some rejection there, but you're beginning to own it anyway. Next is you are beginning to embrace and see the magic in spending time away from your partner, trusting that they'll come back, that you'll come back together. But you're starting to actually embrace it. You're starting to get joy out of it. The joy of being with your friends or focusing on your life, your interests as they do the same. And the beauty in trusting that you'll come back together. It's so powerful. And next is that you notice you're taking things less personally. More and more, you're able to question your anxious thoughts. Think less about how someone else said something or what they did or didn't do. Think less about their texting style and what something means about you. And with all of these, it might be that you're seeing some slight changes. Don't be hard on yourself. See if you can notice any slight improvements. Just before I give you the signs that you are healing your avoidant attachment, I just want to say there are people just like you and me who also experience the difficulties of relationships and the fear of losing relationships. And it can be difficult for them to find us, to find this video. But the one way that can help that is if you like and subscribe to this channel. So like this video, comment would be even better, and subscribe to it. I think it's the subscription that YouTube loves, and then we've got more of a chance of getting in front of the people that need us, that need Follow Your Fire, that need to hear this. But anyway, 3 signs that your avoidant attachment is healing. You are able to say when you need a bit of time without being moody, giving the silent treatment, or feeling irritated. Sometimes when there's that avoidant attachment, you can have that tendency to go inwards, to need time with yourself. And when you're in that space, if someone interrupts it, it can be immediately like frustration and then acting that moodiness, acting out towards them. So less of that or stopping that, you might really start to see that you can handle that a little bit more. You are noticing that you are able to express how you feel, talking about your feelings or hearing someone else talk about theirs. You're not closing up as much. You can engage in the conversation a little bit more or be open to it without perhaps feeling like you want to shut down, run away, find it annoying, those kind of things. And finally, more and more, you are able to ask others for help and guidance without feeling like a burden or believing it is best to go it alone. You are starting to ask for support. You're starting to recognize that you're not being a burden. It's okay to ask others to be there or to rely on them a bit. You can also have your independence. It might be that there's just some slight shifts that you're noticing in yourself in your relationship or also outside of your relationship as well. So, like I say, notice the slight improvements. This is a partial list. This list could have gone on and on and on for both healing, anxious, and avoidant. So if this isn't the main areas where you're seeing yourself improve, let's not dismiss where you are. Where you are seeing the improvements really, really counts. It's very much about you and your experience. And like I say, we'd love to hear that over in the membership, or put them in the comments below. Let me know where you're seeing improvements, big, medium, small. Nothing's actually small, but it will feel it to you, because often we just don't give ourselves the recognition that a small shift, small on paper, is actually huge for us, when we can not react or not send that text or those kind of things. Like the list goes on, right? I hope that was useful. It's so good to tune in to what's going well, because I know how challenging this journey can feel. Do not forget, you're enough, you're lovable, you are so, so worthy, and you're irreplaceable.